to 95.5 FM in Kapiriamposhi, Central Zambia on 95.1 FM. Nation's capital Lusaka on 95.3 FM and Livingston, the tourist capital, on 91.7 FM. DSTV audio channel 916 and GoTV audio channel 302. Zambia's first and finest visual radio. Everyone is not just listening, everyone is watching. Stay tuned. You are watching and listening. You are watching and listening to Sun FM TV.
We came, we saw, we conquered, and we continue to grow. Watch what you hear. Radio Gone TV. Sun FM TV would like to welcome the following towns to Top Star Channel 91. Ndola, Kitwe, Luanshya, Mufulira, Kalulushi, Chingola, Chililabombwe, Kapiriamposhi, Kabwe, Lusaka, Kafue, Choma, Mazabuka, Livingston, Chipata, Chinsali, Kasama, Mansa, Solwezi, and Mongo. Feel free to interact with us and let us know where you are watching from. Only on your Top Star Decoders Channel 91, Sun FM TV. Radio Gone Rogue. Radio Gone TV.
Sun Sports TV is now available countrywide.
Oh, yes!
Available countrywide. Channel 94 on Top Star Decoders.
That's astonishing. It's absolutely world class.
Jump on the basic or classic bouquet on Top Star. Sun Sports TV, the home of all sports. Channel 94 on Top Star Decoders. Available countrywide.
Good morning to you, and well, let's get into around the world news update. Stories making news from across the globe for this particular morning. Everyone has their own passions, hobbies. Lavrov on Macron's slap says politicians should be judged on political affairs. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said politicians should be judged by their political deeds, commenting on the footage showing French First Lady Brigitte Macron appearing to slap President Emmanuel Macron during their visit to Hanoi. We are all human beings. Everyone has his own passion, hobbies, Lavrov said during an interview with journalist Pavel Zarubin in Moscow on Wednesday. I do not interfere in personal life. I believe that politicians should be judged on their political affairs by the decisions they make in the sphere of foreign policy, as I am engaged in it. Lavrov also remarked that in his view, there are few European politicians, perhaps two or three, whom he considers significant. Now, earlier in the week, a video circulated online that appeared to show Brigitte Macron pushing and then slapping Hanoi. Ukraine's joy over train tragedy in Russia's Bryansk region shows society infected with neo-Nazi virus. Zakharova, Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova, criticized Ukrainian society's reaction to the incident involving the collapse of a bridge onto a passenger train in the Bryansk region during an interview in Moscow on Sunday. It's a real madness. People and society are so infected with neo-Nazi virus that they are happy that children have been hurt, that people have died. Like this will bring some meaning to their lives or solve some of their problems. In fact, this is only a manifestation of the underlying problem, Zakharova emphasized. Now, according to Russian railways, the crash occurred late on Saturday night on the Polshino-Vyagonishi railway line a locomotive and a carriage derailed following the collapse of a road bridge. Now, Brentsk Region Governor Alexander Bokomas confirmed that 7 people were killed and a further 71 injured. 47 passengers were hospitalized, including 3 children. The Russian Emergency Ministry reported that 180 personnel and 60 units of equipment have been deployed to deal with the aftermath of the crash. According to the investigative committee of the Russian Federation, a criminal case has been opened into the incident. Bryansk region authorities announced days of mourning on June 2 to 4. Flags will fly at half-mast and all entertainment events and programs have been cancelled. Potential second wave cholera outbreak is stretching Sudan's healthcare to breaking point amid war Western sanctions. Sudan is experiencing an outbreak of cholera as the humanitarian situation worsens amid the ongoing civil war and escalating Western sanctions. Footage captured on Saturday in Oduman shows makeshift treatment tents occupied by children, women, and the elderly suffering from the disease. Health professionals can also be seen checking medicine and chlorinating water in an effort to control the spread. As soon as the cholera outbreak emerged, we set up 8 isolation tents. Each tent was equipped with 10 to 11 beds to accommodate patients, said the director of Bashar University Hospital, Dr. Hassan Mohammed Idris. Now, the recovery rate in the isolation center reached 98%, while the mortality rate stood at 1.6%. Dr. Idris confirmed that the hospital teams also intensified health awareness campaigns in neighborhoods and chlorinated well water. Even in areas lacking safe drinking water, we deployed a dedicated vehicle to distribute chlorinated water, he explained. Dr. Hawazan Migani from Doctors Without Borders expressed concern of the potential for the outbreak to escalate. He says, I urge all health authorities in relevant sectors, particularly water and environmental sanitation, to unite and intensify efforts. She declared cholera typically peaks during the rainy season, but this year's early outbreak before autumn suggests a potential second wave. UN reports indicate that the cholera outbreak officially declared on August 12, 2024, has so far resulted in over 65,200 cases and 1,700 deaths across 12 of Sudan's 18 states. On Thursday, the U.S. State Department announced further sanctions against Sudan, accusing its government of using chemical weapons last year in its conflict with the Rapid Support Forces. Observers fear the timing of the sanctions may Observers fear the timing of these sanctions may exacerbate an already critical humanitarian situation, obstructing the delivery of vital aid and restricting access to essential medical provisions. Locals flee as alleged Israeli strike hits a residential high-rise building in Gaza City's Sheikh Radwan neighborhood. Gaza City on Sunday witnessed the direct hit of a residential high-rise building, which Palestinian media refer to as the missile strike of Israeli forces. Footage captures the moment of explosion of the building in Sheikh Radwan neighborhood, with plumes of smoke blowing and dust engulfing the area as residents fled. Local sweeping shattered glass in front of a nearby shop was also seen. Local media reported a series of Israeli airstrikes across Sheikh Radwan on Sunday, noting that the IDF had issued advance evacuation warnings to residents prior to the attacks. The Israeli military had not commented on the strikes at the time of publication. The Israeli military operations resumed in the Strip at dawn on Tuesday, March 18, after the collapse of a temporary Israel-Hamas ceasefire that had facilitated an exchange of prisoners and hostages between